How it do, how it be, how it is. Welcome in and welcome back. We're back into Windfall this good day. Last we left off, we swatted a hookah den that was on the down low, churning out this chemical that is used for a local gang of horse thieves called the Huffers. It's exactly what you think is going on. Upon
asthmatics.
As the party got there, they actually did a really good job of getting in there and doing some reconnaissance. And CritFailJake Dodger did a really good job of locating a rigged to blow spot in the wall. And as the party did their surprise attack, a couple of things went wrong. Stonks. And that explosion was set off. So they're in the basement of this hookah den slash meth lab, basically. And they are in the slums of the Stacks within the capital of Windfall. They're looking for one individual named Heron, and I'll get into more of that later. We don't have to fully recap that. But multiple innocents are chained to tables, to chem tables and alchemical setups and stuff like that. There are 3 snipers in this one room. Gene just busted into this lower room and noted all of that. The water is about a foot high. Let me switch over the music real quick. Actually, no, we'll do intros first. Head over to the Jake and Feffers YouTube channel if you want to A, get caught up on the 3 weekly campaigns we have. B, we got some new funky fresh content down the line. It's not here yet, but we're working on it, including our fantastic CritFailJake is also gearing up for some fun projects that he's got in the pocket. Pretty excited about that, and you'd be able to find that over on the Jake and Feffers. Also, if you want to join our community, we are as wholesome as we are chaotic. Head on over to the Discord. If you post any memes in there in the memes channel of Windfall, just in the Windfall channel, they might make it onto the meme roll that you guys get to enjoy on our starting soon in BRB screens. Again, I'm SirFeffers, the humble DM, and I am nothing but grateful for having this fantastic party with me of absolute monsters. Speaking of absolute monsters, Offbeat Outlaw.
Hi, my name is Offbeat Outlaw. I am playing Yester Hawthorne, a cowboy bard wizard. The bastard class is good times. You can find me on YouTube where I make builds, but not anymore because that channel's getting a rebrand and I'm doing more just general content. So if you like me for who I am, you shouldn't, but if you do, head over to the YouTube
That's
channel.
a red flag if you like me, by the way. No.
it high key is though. So, but if you do, please head over to the YouTube, watch the I made a new video today. Me and my buddy Danny Phantom reviewed some homebrew stuff in my Discord, and it was really bad.
Oh, no.
Surprise.
Oh no.
That's me, Stonks.
What's up, everybody? I'm Stonks. I blow up buildings and flood caves. I don't do anything cool or fun anymore on the internet. I just edit this show
And play.
That's about it.
You're on the show. You're here.
I mean, yeah, but I don't have shit to plug anymore.
Who's next?
You know what I'm saying? Luna.
Shut your butt.
Hello.
Got him.
Hello, I'm LunaWolfSpirit. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. And I play Sia, the Storm Sorceress, Tempest Cleric. Forgot that last time. I'm not going to be using any lightning because there's too much water now. Thanks, Stonks.
You're welcome.
It's the second time. It's like, I got lightning powers. They're not useful in this situation. Damn it!
I got other abilities. We're good. We're good. I'm not too worried. Jared.
Yo, I'm Jared. I am playing Jean Brigg, who's a paladin of vengeance, warlock build, who just walked into a room full of heckin' innocents being exploited. So there's some snipers that are about to die. With the smites, probably. Dodger.
CritFailJake. I'm on TikTok and Instagram. Playing Dodger, the fighter warlock. All of his careful planning and reconnaissance out the window. So that's great. He's not sure how they're getting out of this because he's not one of these fancy magic boys who can just cast spells and boop all over the place. So he's like, there's water. We're gonna die. So we'll see what happens.
All right. And that's everybody. Right out the gate. We're not in immediate initiative. Jared, you said you fell back and told everyone and communicated. You're in the upper room, the northernmost basement room. And the double doors behind that giant gun you guys were using last episode is still locked up tight. A trap was activated, so it is like hunkered down and fortified now. But to the south is the door, Gene, that you just looked through. And to the east is the door you guys came in from, which leads up to the upstairs area. And that's where your enemies are amassing and preparing to do fun things. The water is already about a foot high. It is speeding up. The danger is escalating as the crumbling wall breaks down more, giving way to the new pressure of this inflow of water. And so problems are going to arise pretty fast. You've got innocents involved.
So when I stepped in, what was the raised platform looking like?
The raised platform
is it like a 10-foot platform?
It is
like a what
yeah, it's about 6 feet of stone and then a wooden barricade, kind of fence rail of another couple of feet, equaling about to 10 feet up. You can see that they're hunkered and they've got you saw that they've got 3 different sniper rifles. They got rifles. They're in a tight underground room. They wouldn't have their snipers out, but yes, marksman.
Did I notice if there was like a ladder or like a door?
Pointedly, no ladder or door. The people pulling at the shackles on their ankles, trying to break away. You see one of them, at the cost of one of the other innocents' footing, flips the table so that there's some room between the gunners and themselves. And then he pulls the dude he flipped kind of back over the table and hunkers down. One individual, a kind of crusty goblin-looking dude, is going a little rogue. He's also chained to the table, but he's grabbing stuff and he's like trying to like make something to use for his benefit of some kind with what he's got at the table.
Stonks, you got a wall of force in you?
He opens a book and checks.
I also love it. There's nothing there. He just makes noise.
That's your checkbook. Other one. Other book.
No, I don't.
Shit. Want to polymorph into a giant crab again and plug the hole with your back?
If you think it'll work.
Does it look like it'll work?
Let's make it's a growing problem. Let's make an investigation check. And I'll allow Taco to give you assistance because he's sitting there eyeballing it with you. Thinking about his corporeal form and how it's amorphous and changeable.
Well, I got a 21.
Okay. Giant crab, no. Something else, maybe.
Another big creature?
Possibly. It also will continue deteriorating, so it would be a temporary measure.
Maybe instead of fixing the hole that's broken, we need to blow up the other hole so the drainage is faster.
That could work. Where's this other hole?
Other hole is in the room to the south. There's 3 vats around that drain hole where other people are shackled to.
How does scatter work?
Scatter, basically I pick as many of us as there are, so 5 of us, 5 homies, and then I teleport them anywhere that I can see within, I think, like 120 feet of me on the ground.
Okay. Plan to get the hostages out.
You hear a
All right, so here's the plan. I'm gonna grab your familiar, all right?
Which
I'm-
direction?
I'll tell you that in just a second. Go ahead, Offbeat.
I'm gonna grab your familiar. I'm gonna teleport up and out. What you're then gonna do is use your ability to look through your familiar's eyes, look on the ground, and you're gonna cast Scatter on all of the innocents and teleport them out of here safely. I will then dimension door back in here with your familiar. That should get all of the innocents out, and we can be free to blow up the hole without causing any more problems.
The ready call came from the pool table room that you guys entered
No.
from.
Why no?
Stonks comically reaches into his suit jackets and turns out his empty pockets as gold falls out of them and goes, "No slots! 6th level spell slot."
Scatter's 6th?
Yep.
Shit.
Only got one of those.
Dodger and Sia, what are you guys doing?
Have we entered this room yet? Or are we still
Gene
outside?
briefly entered the
Right, he
room
popped in and
back,
came out.
came back out, yeah. So the door's open. You can kind of see into the room a little bit.
I'm about to charge in. I just,
Is the drainage for this room in the other room, or is it in the main room where I'm at
In the
now?
south room.
Then I'll. Can I see without like going into the room completely? Can I kind of look?
If you roll high enough on your perception check, yes, you can kind of get that. You can kind of like lean in a little bit, without causing any problems, because there's a little bit of a hallway. But
7.
then it's not really feasible angle with the guns trained. See ya.
So there's the snipers up on the platform, and then there's other enemies in there.
Yes. No other enemies.
Okay.
The big orc boy, all those triangles you see on the map, those are the hostages, basically. Yeah. You guys hear floom, 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 and through the doors to the east where you guys came in from the pool table room, 3 little mortar shots of canisters are shot into the room that you guys are in, and this billowing smoke begins roiling out. Everyone make con saves.
Wouldn't that fall into the water and
yeah,
not
that
do
would
anything?
Be underwater.
It'd fall into a foot of water and not do anything.
I mix some
That's a
bubbles.
con slave.
You're right.
Good. I rolled a nat
I'm pretty
one.
sure I'm pretty sure you're correct on that. So yeah, the incompetence of criminals, right?
So hard to find good help these days.
So silly, those criminals. Goodness gracious.
And everyone goes, oh. Except Dodger's like.
You know how things work. That's not gonna work.
Where are these guys who are shooting at us?
They are to the east, the double doors that you guys came in through by the bathrooms.
Okay, I'm gonna send my animated objects that I'm still concentrating on at them.
Okay, you send them off and start tearing them up over there, and they start freaking out. You've bought a good chunk of time.
Okay.
If I could just get like one of you, I just need a little bit of cover.
Dodger just cocks his gun.
All right,
Let's go, Mike.
pull out like a capsule thing from a pouch that I've been fishing for,
Okay.
and insert it into a cool slot that's on the front of my armor, and rotate a thing.
Yep.
And then kind of, you see kind of like sort of a steamy sort of situation, windy kind of come from underneath my trench as I cast Expeditious Retreat
Ooh, nice.
and charge into the room to get underneath the barricade.
Okay. You start running. You start running around that corner. You start running along the wall and start moving towards the barricade. Let's roll for initiative.
I guess I'm peeking when he does that for cover fire or something like that.
The first thing We'll see how initiative is.
New dice tonight, friends.
24.
Starting off strong. As usual.
A 15.
18.
Oh, whoops. 9.
4.
Same. 9.
I have a +0.
Same.
Reroll.
Didn't we do this last session?
2.
Who had the 4?
did.
Was that Dodger?
18.
18.
No one had 4, so I'm at 24.
24.
I had 24.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I could have sworn I heard a 4. 2 9s. So who's up first, Gene or Stonks?
I rolled an 11 for my
I
second.
rolled a 2.
Okay. Like a well-oiled machine, y'all. I'm proud of us. All right. So Dodger runs. Gene runs in. Yester, you're up.
Okay. In this room with the hostages, there's no other people.
There's three snipers on the raised platform.
Okay, and how far away are they from the hostages?
Double checking. From the closest hostage, 1, 2, 3, 30 feet.
And how far away are they from each other?
10 feet in an L shape.
Cool. I'm going to cast at the top corner. I'm going to point and cast from my rod of absorption. I'm going to cast synaptic static, and I need them to make intelligence saving throws. All of the snipers.
Intelligence.
Well, we're doing that before we get too far away from my turn there.
Sure.
Just to clarify, I will. My bonus action will give me dash. I'm assuming that that's enough to get me on, against the barricade as I intended. And then I will hold action in case they peek.
It is 80 feet. So with dash, can you make it?
Probably not. Actually, I remember how actions work. Yeah, no, I'll be a 60 in there.
Okay.
Still, the held action stands.
Cool. All right. What do they have to make on their intelligence saves?
17.
None of them succeed.
Oh my.
Oopsie poopsie. They have muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During that time, they would roll a d6 on every attack roll and subtract it, as well as ability checks, as well as con saves to maintain concentration. They can make an int save at the end of their turn and end the effect on a success. They also take this damage right now. 31 psychic damage.
Okay.
Bonus action. I'm going to give some bardic inspiration to Gene. The D8.
Nice.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. So, this is fun. Now we're at one of the snipers, who, for a bonus action, is going to reach behind him and pull out this long, almost soda can looking thing. And he huffs. You watch as he shakes off synaptic static.
Dick.
And for his action, he's going to take a shot at the caster that he is aware of. That is Yester. Crack.
I did
Sorry.
immediately picture a Mountain Dew when you said soda-like thing. And
For real.
he just got his code red, ready to go.
All right, that is a 19 to hit.
I cast shield as reaction and it misses.
Okay. He takes a second shot at you with a 18 to hit, so he misses.
Yes.
Or you watch as the bullet shatters against your magical AC. Dodger. Let's see on deck.
I will, peek out. I will shoot my shot. I guess I'll Try to shoot one of the ones who hasn't huffed.
Okay.
29, 30, and 20 to hit.
All hit.
Bet. Uh, 39 damage.
He drops. You blow the front of his head out of the back of his head.
Yay!
God.
Yay.
Love that for him. And then I'll move to the first innocent.
Okay. You get to the first innocent. It's an older man, gnarled, very hunched. He's got like no neck, but it's like his head's like here and kind of forward. That's what he looks like. Kind of looks up at you. Help, please.
I guess my spider will begin setting to work, unlocking the
Starts taking
thing.
it apart. All right, awesome.
Can I like have my spider take an action to unlock it with and like roll on my turn?
Sleight of hand.
And that is I don't know what kind of stats he's got, but it's a 17.
17. Excellent. I think if I remember correctly, it's no pluses right now, but you can take time to improve him over time during long rests, if I remember correctly. I'll write down that we gotta flesh that out. Flesh out Robo Spider.
Yeah, I was thinking flesh out the robot. Nice.
Stonks is uncomfortable in the next room over, and he doesn't know why.
Flash.
I'll put skin on anything these days.
He just like smashes the spider to prevent it from going into a flesh prison.
Shh, it's for your best. It's for the best. Okay. Is that your turn, Dodger?
Does 17 work?
Yes. So 17 pops the lock, and he sits up and goes, "Thank you," and he's gonna get ready to run back into the northernmost room.
I'm gonna stop him because, or at least tell him not to go out because there's baddies.
Okay. He hunkers back down.
If he wants to get out of shot of the snipers, that's totally understandable.
Yeah. The issue with this room is that aside from the one flipped table, there's not a lot of cover from these dudes, which is why they're set up where they're set up. Okay. Sia with Jean on deck.
Sia is gonna draw her rifle.
All
A
right.
lightning bolt.
You move into the room.
She's gonna like kind of. If she like takes half cover using the doorway, can she see the people up on the?
Yep.
Okay, then she's gonna fire at the one that shook off the static.
Okay. Take the peek. Bang! Right around the corner, lined up perfectly. In the
Sia's
dim
playing
light of the
Valorant.
room. Yeah, right.
It's gonna be 22 to hit.
22 hits. Roll your damage. Dude drinks a mountain and now static does nothing. It's a weird day. It's a weird day in Windfall.
That's 11 piercing and 10 lightning.
Okay.
And she's just gonna duck back around the corner.
Okay. Jean. You got two people that are still
Alright.
up.
I'm gonna yet again dash with my bonus action,
Okay. You can reach there with your normal movement speed.
but I'm also going to climb the wall.
True. All right, yeah. Dash, roll athletics for me. You get to it. You get one. You kick off the wall next to you and reach up to grab onto the top of the ledge of the rail.
Come on!
No.
You have bardic inspiration.
I know, I used it and rolled a 1, so
No.
You go
I
for
didn't.
it.
I didn't roll a 1 for the d20, so that in total is an 11 to attempt to climb the barricade.
You would actually manage to climb the barricade. You don't look super
Cool.
awesome. It feels a little clunky, but you manage to, and you're up.
clunky boy. All right. Heck.
Gene gets inspiration from Taff.
Oh, heck yeah.
Thank you, Taff.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna do some shots.
You get up there, you start lining up your shot, and what reads as your subconscious reads is that there is a couple of mechanisms in here and a trapdoor in the floor.
Okay. And there's like one of them's down, one's injured, and the other one is good, right?
The other one has also taken 31 damage. One's hurt bad, one's bloodied, and the other one's dead.
Okay, I'm gonna get up close and personal with the bloodied one, as I do, and then make some shots. Man, I am switching d20s for today.
Oh, no.
It's not terrible. It's just not great. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Oh, cool. All right, and then 24, I assume, also hits.
Yup.
Much better. Much better. Where's the other teammate?
You're gonna want to roll those damage individually.
Okay. First shot is a 14.
Dead.
All right, then I'll just rotate and fire that second one at the other guy.
Cold and efficient. Over the thing, reads the room passively, layers levels a shotgun, bang, bang, shoots the second shot.
And that's 17 damage.
17. He's still up.
Let me. How many times? I guess it's slots. All right, I'm gonna smite.
Okay.
Just see if that does the extra little bit.
Okay. He
Just
takes the
basic.
shot. What does the smite look like?
A really good question. I flip a switch before the shot on the shotgun, and you see like some almost like LED, you know, like street, like a line of light, kind of.
Cool.
It glows like a heckin' sci-fi shotgun, I guess. I don't know. Put zero thought into how that was gonna look. I should have done that. To be fair.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. I think it's cool.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So that's just an extra 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. He's down. The muzzle flash is like extra bright. All right. All three down. We're out of combat for now. Stonks. You're the only one left in the prior room.
Well, I'm gonna follow the homies.
Okay. Follow the homies. You guys lose a visual on the eastern door. What do we do? All these people begin calming down a little bit, still panicking, the water rising, still trying to get themselves out. The spider moving about starts taking its time to start trying to unlock everyone.
We have 3 hostages, right?
There's 11 hostages.
Yeah, there's a bunch. I'm gonna start investigating the switches and stuff that's up above this thing.
Make an investigation check.
One needs to roll individually for the spider.
I have 25 charges left in my Rod of Absorption, and I've got a couple slots left. I can D-door only 3 people with the Rod of Absorption. And then I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So another 3. I can get 6 people out, but that doesn't include ourselves.
I got a 15 on that investigation.
15. Okay. The mechanisms, while kind of rudimentary, probably unlock the double door behind the Gatling gun. But there are other mechanisms and other levers that do other things that you don't know what they do. So you're not sure.
Well,
you're not sure which. You've got. Let's say this. You've got 3 levers. One of them unlocks the door. The other two, you don't know. And you've got the
They're
trap
not
door.
labeled. So I don't know which one technically unlocks that door.
Can I cast knock on it?
You want to go up and do that?
Yeah, I go up and I cast knock.
All right, you go up to the double door in the northernmost room behind the Gatling gun, and you hear and you see a long hallway about 60 feet, and behind a very ornate desk is one little purple, one of the top gang members for Mr. Crooked Feather, and he has a shotgun, snub nose, which is essentially duct taped around the throat of Heron, who looks like they were slowly ODing him. Sawed off, thank you.
I have a solution.
He's holding his action.
Dodger, I got some switches up here. I don't know, maybe if you could get a better idea of what they do.
All right, let me take a look.
I'll
Taco, what do you
reach
do?
down and help him up.
You're alone in the room. You see, you're alone in the room. The people are in the rest of the party's in a different room. And it's 60 feet.
60?
Yeah, and you, with your crazy high passive perception, he's probably not the only one in that room. I'll send a picture again for a better understanding of what we're looking at here.
How big is the room?
Not very. It's more wide than anything else. Ba 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 ba.
Could you get a huge creature in here?
Damn it! I gotta rotate the heckin' picture. It's more of a bunker than
More of a
anything else.
bunker. Cut. Can we cut to the rest of the party while I weigh my plethora of options here?
Sure. Dodger, you clamber up. You see the
I
three
know
switches.
one of these opens the door outside. I figured out that much, just not which one. I don't know how I know that, but I know it.
Do you want me to give you some options, Dodger? You got this.
Sure.
So you could, with your Tinker's tools, take off the paneling and get into the guts of the mechanisms to see how it all works. Might be trapped. That's it. That's all I got. Start pulling levers, see what happens.
Well, I guess first I'll check for traps.
Okay, smart call.
Does the guy we're here to pick up have class levels or a challenge rating?
He's got rogue levels.
What level is he?
You're not sure.
I need to know for a spell.
Your character doesn't know. You've never even met him in person. You just know of him.
I want to have Rune Knight.
Cloud Rune would be pretty spicy right now.
Cloud Rune is hysterical right now. But,
Amazing.
15 for my check.
It's set. It's not going to damage you, but it's going to gas chamber whatever's under you. The trapdoor on top of the platform goes down into a room, a small little prison cell. And that thing is rigged. And that's probably what they've been doing to Heron.
Guess I'll try to disarm that then.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
That's with proficiency with Tinker's tools, right?
Yes.
Yeah, same difference. I say that actually. Tinker's Tools probably doesn't use Dex.
It's an 18.
18. Okay. You disarm the trap.
Yeah.
The water is at 3 feet now.
I'm gonna hop back down and see if I can't freeze some more.
You splash down. It's almost to your waist, and you start helping with the let it. Wow. unlatching them from their shackles.
Actually, before I do
Full
that,
brain farted.
if I could just rewind time real quickly,
Okay.
I'm going to pilfer through some pockets and see if I can find some keys or something.
Okay. You start searching bodies.
Search the dead bodies.
I think that's another investigation check.
Yeah, makes sense.
Dodger,
Goodness gracious, that was
from your
burn that
periphery,
inspiration.
your spider is now underwater and having more difficulty and is a little slower at what he's doing. It's doing its best though. It's like crawling up and like getting visual and then going back down.
I mean, he's just crawling the bottom with his visual. He's a robot. You know.
I'll command my animated objects to pick up the spider and ferry him across.
You bring your objects back.
Those guys are probably dead if they didn't kill them. Those things deal 60 damage around.
It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
His bloodied bullet casings roll back into the room.
Wash yourselves off first and then handle the robot.
They can't help it.
The place
It
is
just does themselves.
surrounded by water.
And then they go.
13 on my investigation.
Okay. You don't find any keys.
Alright.
You do
I will
find
hop
3
down.
cans of Huff.
I will leave them and hop down and go assist the robot, I guess.
Okay.
Briefly consider just shooting the chains with my shotgun, and I'm like, that's probably not going to work. Instead, I just start pounding at it with the butt of the stock. See if I can break off some of the brackets that hold the chains.
Magic blood needs magic OxyClean. Dodger.
Is it another roll to take off the panel?
I think you already have.
Okay, yeah, then what am I trying to do?
So, one lever unlocks the double doors, which Stonks has already taken care of. Second lever gasses the holding cell below.
The lever does, or that was the trap?
It also auto triggers if you mess it up. They also just have control of that.
Okay.
And the third lever sets to blow. Oh no, that's wrong. I'm sorry. That's the northern room. The third lever goes into one of the nearby walls. The mechanisms go into one of the nearby walls. Maybe a false wall of some kind.
Which wall? I'm looking at the map of the room.
Yeah.
Where the
southernmost
water,
wall, you
where the
don't-
water exits.
You're already in the southern room.
Right, and so it's the southernmost wall of the southern room.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
You don't see anything on the map that would indicate this. But in the bottom right corner, you think there might be a false wall there that this controls. The wall slides and falls down into the ground, and the water begins draining more quickly as a long dug tunnel is exposed. A bolt hole of some kind.
I'm gonna go over to Stonks and see how he's doing.
Okay, let's
he's
get
been sta-
Stonks'
staying.
actions and stuff first.
Mm-hmm.
Donks, realizing that he doesn't know this man, is now confused as to what he should do. He's also thinking about the other spells that he has in his spell book. And he doesn't know if he needs like this person's Christian name or if Lil Purple will suffice for this spell. I put it in the Zoom chat,
Okay.
but as of right now, Stonks is just kind of looking like, Lil Purple! My guy! You're a hard man to find.
Who the fuck are you?
I like your voice. Common ground.
I don't sound anything like you.
Hold on, I got a buddy. I turn
Not
around.
even close. Don't move or I'll blow his brains out right now.
Tell him he can't call us shots and do whatever he wanted to do.
Tell him what?
So tell him he can't call shots and do whatever he wanted to do.
I turn around and I go, I don't know who he is. Never seen him before.
What you got? What's happening over there,
Roll
Stomp?
deception. Yeah, at this point, Offbeat.
I haven't seen him before.
That's true.
Well, you're.
You said so yourself.
You said you don't know who he is.
Don't try to hit me with a technicality. You're trying to disarm the situation with deception. Roll deception.
Valid.
Don't waste
Bad.
my time.
3.
3. Okay. He is unaired.
Okay.
Well, what we got here? Oh, hello.
Little purple.
What does he
Well,
look like? Little purple?
Yeah, he is a halfling. Long purple
Aw.
velvet coat, big purple wide brim hat, many gold rings on his fingers. Just thinks he's fashion, is a giant purple walking just abomination.
Violet Beauregard from Willy Wonka.
I will say, Yester, you with your passive perception would not note that there are more people at the end of this hall.
Yeah, probably.
Stonks still does though,
Mhm.
out of sight.
So who you got there? I'm assuming that you're a little purple, judging by your overall presentation.
What gave me away?
Well, I must say
Now,
you're
hold
very
on.
on
Wait,
brand.
No, you can't just change it.
What are you talking about?
He was talking like me 2 seconds ago.
I'm right. He was a little higher up.
I mean, so who's that you got there with a shotgun duct tape
Someone
to their
who's been
neck?
sniffing around where he's not wanted.
Aren't you guys like? Don't you guys sell things to sniff? I mean,
I tried it, didn't do anything.
well, I don't really know what your situation here is. Are you trying to kill this man? Or are you trying to? What's happening?
I'm gonna
Explain
walk
to me.
out of here, and you're gonna let me.
Oh,
Why do you
you're
think we're after you?
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe because you blew
You're
up my
some no-name
operation.
fucking SoundCloud rapper.
look, to be honest, I don't really. No offense to you, Lil Purple. What you do is your business, all right? I'm fully willing to just let you go about
Hey, you
your
can
day.
leave.
Yeah, we just honestly, we're looking for a guy, and then we're gonna go. That's
Who's
it.
not small or purple.
Yeah, we're not looking for you. We just thought you might have him. We don't care.
Is it this guy? He shakes the sawed-off shotgun.
Well,
I
then
don't
what's
know.
Stokes doing?
I don't know who he is yet. Who is
Because
this
he
man?
knows a little too much.
I can get rid of that.
Oh yeah,
I
actually
have
yeah.
no basis at all with which to trust you.
Okay, how about this?
You sound like the
I'm-
mouse.
I'm gonna take a few steps closer,
Utopia.
all right?
Yeah.
He sounds like the
He's like the mole.
Godfather mouse.
Don't do it.
Okay, but I do think that this is not a great place to do negotiating.
We're all gonna. I mean, you all are gonna drown.
We're gonna
And-
get out of here and teleport, and we'll all be fine. We can do this at the very last possible moment. So how about we leave from this tunnel, and you might be able to leave with your life, as will maybe all of us today. Or you can drown yourself. I'm more than willing to let that happen because I will be fine.
Roll persuasion.
Rookie mistake.
I rolled under 9, but that's okay because it's flat 10 plus 13, 23.
He falters.
What is it that you're suggesting?
I'm suggesting unstrap that gun from his neck because that looks uncomfortable. We
And
go
leave.
and we leave and we forget this whole thing happened. Or
It
we can
doesn't
all
work
drown.
out for me in the long run.
I
What?
mean, death comes for us all one day,
Not
my
me.
friend. Not him though. But
I could release you from your flesh prison.
Stonk's not the time.
He wants to live forever.
How about at the very least, we get out of here to someplace safer to continue to negotiate? Or we can stay here and die.
Step inside and close the door behind you.
Okay.
That doesn't work out for our friends either.
That's fine.
That's not
You
fine by
want
me.
to talk?
but
That's what it's gonna take.
Like I said, I hate to inform you, Little Purple, but you've accidentally and quite literally backed yourself into a corner. Either we stay here and let you drown, or we get to negotiate on fairer terms.
I'll take that chance. I just need to wait out until backup gets here.
Mm-hmm. What happens if I take you to a secondary location myself?
Wait,
You're
does he know
welcome
that the
to
cat
try.
ratted him out?
Oh, I don't think he does.
Roll deception.
The cat
Stonks.
told us he was down here.
The cat did tell us he was down here.
Oh,
The
you're
cat
right. You're right.
gave
You're right.
us
I'm
his
thinking.
location.
I'm thinking of like a different kind of ratting out. That does give him pause.
Little Purple, you're running out of friends.
Within spitting distance, maybe.
You're right. This whole voice is just going to hell.
This
He's melting.
he kind of talks like this.
He's a mixture of Stonks meets the slug lady from Monsters Incorporated.
Roz. Yeah, that's all I can hear.
Maz.
Wazowski.
You didn't finish your paperwork.
Oh, Stonks, you messed it
I'm
up.
back. That hasn't happened in a while.
I think that's right. Yeah. All right.
Little Perp, how about this? I know you don't want my friend stepping in here, but how about we continue this, but then you have to release the shotgun from his neck. Give and take.
You first.
No.
Okay. Stonks closes the door.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
You hear the door lock back up. The rest of the party, you hear okay, and then you hear the door lock again and close back up.
What's that? Should we unlock that door again?
I mean, this lever here does the trick, so we could just open it.
Yeah.
I was calling out to Stonks, who has
well-
appraisal of the situation.
Well, let me get that for you.
The door begins unlocking behind you guys.
Stonks turns around and like grabs it and like tries to hold it shut and like God.
You can find an override. Like you can break it to stay closed on this end.
Or we could just.
No, I
or we
can't
could
break it.
just-
I need to be able to open it.
We could just communicate. Guys, Little Purple's a little skittish. We're just gonna negotiate in private for a little bit. Mind we just
Oh.
close this?
Oh, all right. I just push the lever again to shut the door.
There we go. Is this more better? Is it better for you, Little Purple?
He shoves Heron to someone else. And Heron is out of sight.
All right. Let's talk.
Excellent. I'm just gonna inform you of my actions real quick. All right. I'm just gonna move forward, just to get closer to you. All right.
I understand how magic works. No closer.
He's got you there.
You do realize my spells that could affect the situation are actually, within the distance of 60 feet.
Me too, but you know, he knows.
Either way, here's the situation. I
Sits
think
down at the
it is.
desk.
I think it is in your best interest, Little Purple, to let us go now. Is that who we are after? Is that Heron? All right. So I think, Little Purple, if you want your little operation to have any kind of longevity past maybe, I don't know, the next rest of your life, which is going to be including you drowning here with your men and your crew, I suggest you let us go with Heron. You tell your men to stand down and let us leave. And then we just pretend this whole event, this whole escapade, never happened. you can regroup, change your business practices a little bit, and maybe you can make this a little bit more profitable for yourself and perhaps a little less dangerous for everybody involved. It's currently
All the best business has danger in it, but
He's not wrong. You should know that by now.
That's true, but at the very least, I think you can maybe change your clientele.
Falls
change
on
what
deaf
do you-
ears.
Or
Wait,
change
what?
your.
Do you make drugs? What do you do?
What do you do, Little Purple?
Hey,
I work
the
for
adults
some
are
very,
talking.
I work for some very big, scary people. Those big, scary people I'm more afraid of than you. But I do. Oh, he's gone.
Well, the adults are talking. I'm talking to him about business.
Mm-hmm.
Like who? Like do you work with Bishop or Connor?
No.
No? Scarier?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, how scary are they?
I would rather drown. I would rather drown than be at the
Yeah.
mercy of his ire.
Write that down. Write that down. It's a guy.
All right.
Wouldn't be the
Hey, shut
copper
up.
fella.
Bring him over here. Let him out. All right.
the very intoxicated halfling is kind of shoved forward. He no longer has the sawed-off shotgun to his and goes,
You run on back to your little lover now. And remember this. Go.
Heron turns, kind of understanding the situation, slowly starts walking towards y'all.
I never want to see your faces again.
I don't have one.
Yeah, he's just a skeleton. But I thank you for your generosity today, Little Purple.
You better watch yourselves. Don't come back into the stacks.
Okay. Quick question though, who is it exactly you're even working for that we need to be so afraid of?
Why would I tell you that?
I don't know, because we
Yeah,
know
wait.
about
I'm
it.
switching sides. I'm a little purple now. That's a stupid question.
Ah, come on, it'd be funny.
Ah, you right. Anyways, I'll see you later. If you want to die here with Anyways,
Yeah, well, you know, you're right, Stokes. Let's get out of here. We got what we
wait while
wanted.
you're ahead.
Yeah, you're true. Have a good life, Little Purple.
Thoroughly, you guys definitely kicked his teeth in. This is probably the best he can get away with right now in his eyes. And the door reopens.
Dodger's gonna run over to the door to like make sure everything's all good.
Okay.
Oh, is that him? Is that the purple guy?
The one dressed in all purple? Yeah.
He's responsible for all this?
Mm-hmm. Before you
Sniper
go
rifle
crazy,
mode.
wait! Before you do that, can I get exactly 12 seconds? Maybe 18.
All right, fine.
All right, cool. Offbeat, how much HP you got?
I'm full.
You're full? Okay, Offbeat, sorry in advance. Feel free to counterspell me if you want. I'm gonna cast Mind Spike at 5th level on Offbeat for stupid gamer reasons. I'm not trying to kill you, I promise.
If you tell me that you're trying to get your divination spell slots back, that's fine.
Yeah, that's why.
This has been done. I feel like Yester has done this before. All right. It's fine if I counter it as long as you just need to spend the
Yeah,
slot.
I just need to cast it. I just need to burn the slot.
All right, I'll counter it with my Rod of Absorption.
Okay, I'm gonna refund a 4th level spell slot. I'm now gonna turn to Harem. What's his name? Heron?
Like Heron gone.
Okay. And be like, I'm sorry, but it's for your own good.
Hi.
And then I'm gonna polymorph him into a tortoise.
Ah. Not the
I'm gonna
weirdest thing that's happened to him.
Hold him gently in my bony arms.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, look to the homies. Be like, I'm gonna get the goods out of here. See ya on the other side.
Gene, you see a lot of the now saved innocents are taking that bolt hole.
The one that on the south wall.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
See ya.
stop. I'll grab one of them by the shirt and just be like, "Is that the way out of here?"
It's better than the other way out of here.
Well, yeah, fair. Got an exit. Yellow.
See ya. The little flaky goblin looks up and looks. This whole time has been, in all of the fighting, has been tinkering away. And you see as he finishes up something and stashes it, and then he kind of notes that you're able to see him do this. And he goes and runs, runs for the bolt hole.
Can I roll like an insight or something to see if I saw more of what he stashed?
You look over everything that he was messing with. You wouldn't be able to tell exactly what he was up to, unless you were an alchemist of some kind or had that kind of proficiency. You can make an insight check on him.
Okay.
That would work. Try to deduce his intent.
This is 17.
17. He seemed more interested in completing whatever it was he was trying to complete than he was staying alive.
How far is the hole everyone's running into?
You got a hunch, but it's feasible. Single file. Dark.
Was he one of the ones that was captured? Okay, I don't feel like he's gonna cause. I'm gonna just note what he looked like.
Okay.
Hope I don't regret this.
Yes. Have you seen a flaky goblin anywhere?
What's the move, gang?
I'm still at the door,
Right.
We can teleport out.
not having heard the deal that was made. I raise my gun to Little Purple, and who you work for? Crooked fella put you up to this?
He pulls the trigger at the high caliber rifle he's got under the table.
I pull my trigger as well.
22 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. Take 25 damage exactly. Chunks through you.
My turn. That's 2 crits. I'm not even kidding. 2 crits and a
wonder.
2 crits and a 25.
God damn. All right. Who do you work for? That's a bad question. Jake walks up. Who do you work for?
Well, he wasn't there. That's
No,
why
I know.
That's why
It's
we
a
should have
beautiful
had him
moment.
in the room.
55 damage.
55 damage. Okay. You
How's
watch as
he
he
look?
is blown out of his seat. Head over heels.
Dead?
No.
Bloodied?
Can't see him.
Okay, but I have an extra attack. I have to be able to shoot him again.
You can run up to
You
him.
through the desk. He did.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
There's a hole through the desk.
You're rolling at disadvantage then. Dodger won the game. Dodger was like, nice opener.
The first one is a 28 to hit.
Nice. You hear squeaks of pain as you continue to blast through the desk.
The other one is a 24 to hit.
Also hits.
There is a 18 to hit.
18 does not hit.
41 damage.
Okay. You're not sure if he's dead.
Oi! You dead in there, mate? If you're still alive, grunt in pain.
Make a perception check. The hat was like split into pieces.
18.
18. You're a faint, panicked wheezing. Gasping for breath.
Oh, we can't have that. And I start trudging towards him.
Okay.
Dodger, what are you doing?
Put an end to this.
We said we'd give him his life.
Why would you do that for?
We got the hostage. That's what we came here for.
If we let him go, he's just going to round up more people and do the same thing again.
Yeah, and then we'll come back here and with more force. It's all about lying to each other. We got what we wanted. He got scammed the shit out of, and now we're gonna leave.
Turn back to wheezing, little bloody purple. If I ever find out that you're doing this again, it'll be 10 times worse for you. And then I leave.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
And I didn't hear him say, I don't want to see your faces again, so I can't send that back at his face.
I'll have, since all the hostages have exited at this point, I'll slosh my way back to where everybody's gathering.
Okay.
I thought
Hey,
way too.
what's going on over here? We getting out of here? What?
Yeah.
There's a
Stonks
exit.
and I can teleport 2 of yours with us, and then I can teleport back and grab the last one, if that's what we want to do.
I mean, the hostages went that way, so there's just a door. Save your slots. I mean, save your energy. It's not a game after all.
True enough.
One thing I'd like to
what
do.
happened to Heron? Did we find Heron?
Holds up turtle.
Made him a turtle.
It's for his safety.
Sorry, Jake. What?
When I leave, I want to bust the thing so that when I leave, the door will close and I can't open it again. So we can't be followed.
Ooh, nice. Roll strength. You can do athletics if you like.
Goody.
I give you bardic inspiration. I go, have fun.
That's a 8 d8.
It's just a D8, yeah.
8d8. You're so goddamn inspired. You can write the Holy Bible.
It's the only d4 I can find the broken one.
You want a cool looking d4, my guy? I got you.
23.
23? Yeah, so you and it breaks a bit as well, jamming. And the party begins making their way through the side tunnel, the bolt hole. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, same way as the hostages.
Okay. You find yourself after the party files in single file and moving quickly, turtle and precious turtle in hand. You guys begin moving through this corridor, and after a while, the voices behind begin to fade and gets quiet. Eventually, you find yourselves in this big open black cavern, and it dawns on you for a second time, like these cliffs that surround Windfall, the capital, are full of tunnels, full of all sorts of nonsense. You can hear a waterfall at one point, and you begin making your way through, and it takes a better part of a day and a half before you find yourselves back in the outskirts of the city proper. A nondescript hole that you guys kind of have to crawl through. And you're back in the city.
Well, goddamn, that took a long time.
I just also want to say for the record, I hated every part of these caverns. This is the worst.
I would agree.
You will not ever catch me crawling through a rock tunnel ever again.
Agreed.
Not made for underground.
Well, I do think at the very least we should go and see Hobbs about Heron. Yeah, I think this was a successful day.
See ya.
Yeah. Do we, because I'm sure we fairly quickly caught up with the hostages and made
Yeah,
sure
so I
they
was
all
just gonna
made it
say
out.
the hostages kind of rallying to you guys for help, them being malnourished.
Oh, was there a crusty goblin in there?
Yeah,
I was just
there a
gonna say,
blinky
see ya.
goblin?
At some point in the dark caverns, the goblins
Sorry,
separated from.
crusty?
I think I actually said crusty the first time, so I think you're on point. At some point in those caverns, that goblin separated from the group and melted away.
He's having bad vibes.
All right. Before you, the great city of Windfall. You guys are on the outskirts. What that looks like is your south of the city, where where Wowen's Way kind of ravines into the cliff sides for many miles before emptying out into the lowlands. So two massive cliffs on the sides of the city as it opens up and sprawls out. And then right past the city, that upper plateau where the upper crust live, and on one side the river, the other side is the way you came down into the city. I'll pull up the map real quick so everyone can see what we're talking about. You guys are essentially here. Directly above you guys is the massive ancient dwarven bridge, way up there connecting the two cliffs. It's been there for who knows how long. It's, in everyone's opinion, never gonna fall. Probably not today, at least. Yester, that's, according to Shiny Connor, the bridge that your father passed over to go into the flats, the shifting pales.
Well, I think we should just go straight to Heron Hobbs, return Heron, or maybe to a hospital. Frankly, medical care would probably be necessary,
Okay.
and then from there see what happens.
Okay. Party makes their way back into the Silver District. A bit of time passes. Let me get the capital music going. Onk. Okay. You find yourselves in a med bay. Heron is coming to consciousness and kind of looking around. He's got an IV in him. rudimentary, but still pretty ahead of its time. And Hobbs kind of enters in and sees him and goes, how'd it go? Hey,
Not great.
Well, they're pretty much one less hookah den, but otherwise.
Little Purple may or may not be alive. Dodger had a little confrontation with him, and I heard a lot of shots, and usually when Dodger does that, they kind of die, and then we lock them in the door. So if he's bleeding out, I don't know.
I missed one. I bet if I got it, he'd be done for.
Hey, it's not your fault, man. At the end of the day, this is a job. We did finish the job. We got the boy, Heron. So
Regardless, Dodger is sitting in a chair, tinkering with the sight of his gun.
the robotic spider kind of like watching over your shoulder,
Yeah.
just always infatuated with whatever you're doing, tinkering wise.
at the very least, Heron's here. We're good. I think Heron's gonna be all right. I hope so.
The doctor comes in and kind of gives the he's gonna be fine. He needs to stay here for at least a week, but he should make a full recovery. Hobbs insists that a guard be posted, and the sooner he can give his report to the police, the better. And he turns to you guys and goes, "I don't want to assume, but would you lot be interested in speaking with the constables and giving a report?"
Sure.
Yes.
The doctor nods and some officers come in. You guys, we can breeze over all of that. But after some time, Hobbs kind of sits down while the rest of the party is a little distracted, and he kind of sits down next to Dodger and goes, "Thank you."
Sorry, which one sits down next to me?
Hobbs, the one who you agreed to go help.
Of course, mate.
And he pulls out a pamphlet and kind of undoes a little twine and pulls out some papers and goes, "You're alive again."
Oh, look at that.
There is an official summons, however. The Baron would like to have a word personally about exactly what went wrong. He's a sensible man. I don't foresee that being a problem. If anything, this could be an opportunity. I'm happy to go with you if you like. Or I could write a letter of introduction for you. But again, I am incredibly grateful. Thank you so much for helping me get my partner back. At any time, and he kind of says this a little more loudly, getting attention of the rest of the party. At any time, you guys can call upon me, and assuming it's not for anything too shady, we'll be there to help.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. We're on the up and up, right, guys?
I've only committed one crime yesterday.
We're mostly on the up and up.
It did help get your partner back.
I'm eternally grateful. He looks back to his now resting partner in non-crime, anti-crime.
Law enforcement.
Yeah, his fellow detective. And the party finds himself stepping out of the hospital in the Silver District. Hungry, maybe. A little bit of downtime on their hands, potentially. But our initial task of getting Dodger legally alive again accomplished.
Let's go. 3 months in the making.
Not dead.
The city bustles around you. At one point, because we're near the train station, you overhear a conversation between two individuals. One person says, "I can take care of myself," and the other one says, "You say that a lot, but no bullshit. I had a friend that say that literally up until he was fucking found dead in Moenlow Lake. No one alone can take care of themselves. Not really, not in this world. You need protection. Oh, that reminds me." He hands over a platinum, a train ticket, and 2 health potions and a condom. Good luck in Kraken's Rest. And he kind of slaps him on the shoulder, and he turns, and you guys kind of look over, and it looks like the train system is officially running. At least in this region. What would you guys like to do? You know what? You guys think about that. Let's go to break.
Get some food, I guess, because you said we're hungry. So.
Yeah.
Also, would the time talking to the constables be considered light activity enough for a short rest?
Sure. All right. And we're going to break, chat. We'll be right back. We return. All right, guys. What does it look like as you guys saunter back into the capital?
Like the slow motion lineup, you know, everybody's shoulder to shoulder, and it's
Just doing
Hero
the slow
shot,
walk.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. More Monsters Inc. references.
Mm-hmm. Who's Sully?
I think Dodger is Sully.
Like that?
The spider Mike Wazowski.
Well, now it only has one eye. That's canon now.
What do we do?
I guess as we leave the hospital, we're gonna find the nearest available eatery.
Sure. You dip into a little cool shaded area, and you guys find a booth big enough for all 5 of you. And young gentleman walks up and goes, "Good evening." And you guys place your orders.
I would like what do you guys serve here? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Well,
Can I order a steak?
Our token is the bloomin' onion.
Damn, can I have a bloomin' onion?
You didn't tell me we were going to Outback. Stonk slaps Dodger on the shoulder, and it goes,
I want a
"Isn't this
fillet."
like your culture's food?"
Oh, yeah. We make loads of blooming onions back home.
Australia makes blooming onions. I don't think that's correct. Especially considering I think Outback Steakhouse is an American restaurant.
Stonks holds the menu out like really far away from him and like squints at it and adjusts his monocle and says, "I'll have the scrimp on the barbie." One of those.
All right. And the rest of you, we're doing this.
Actually,
we're doing this.
I want to change from the. I want to change from the Outbacks from the bloomin' onion, please. Could I have the mashed potatoes, with a side of a pork cutlet?
Just writing it down. How do you want that?
I'm trying to find the Outback Steakhouse menu, but it keeps asking me stupid questions like.
Oh,
Sign
important
up.
question. How does everyone's characters take their steak?
Yester takes it just like me, medium rare, baby. Let's go.
Is there any other way, though?
I don't want to find the steakhouse. I want to menu.
Yeah, I want the menu, and it's like pick your location. I'm like, this isn't fucking GeoGuessr. It's in Outback
Windfall.
Steakhouse.
It's regional menus, so
I will give it.
and then it just straight up you just get a PDF of the menu.
5H, 4 East. Give me.
Oh my god.
All right.
No!
It won't
That's
let me
terrible.
look because they're not open.
It won't let me look. It won't let me look because fucking.
Oh wait, I think I got it.
Ooh. Stonks is gonna order a strawberry mojito.
Okay.
I want a Victoria's filet mignon. Give it
Here,
to
hold
me
up. I
rare.
got you guys. I'll drop the link to the menu real quick.
Okay, give me the Niagara Falls menu then. How about that? Okay, we got. We got. I'd like one order of the no rules pasta. This is a fettuccine alfredo tossed in a creamy Parmesan sauce, with grilled shrimp and chicken breast.
Just had some imported from Kraken's Rest.
I'm so sorry what I've done. I just asked for the menu.
Are you guys doing the are you guys still running the cinnamon oblivion dessert special? The vanilla ice cream rolled in cinnamon pecans topped with
Not
more
anymore,
cinnamon
I'm sorry.
apples house.
Can't help you with that.
What about
Tell you what
But,
though. Tell you what though. Nods at the token on Offbeat's lapel. I'll see what I can do. The ivory thread. And he steps
See,
up.
being good at the fiddle gets you places. This is why I spent all those time in fiddle lessons instead of that damn economics course you try to make me take.
Mm-hmm.
Buy
comes
high,
back.
sell low, my ass.
The head chef we've got in the back right now is not a lover of music, unfortunately. I tried, man. I tried.
Bullshit.
You want to talk to him?
What the? Like, everyone likes music. Did like a piano kill his family?
I wouldn't know. He's kind of a hard ass. Hey, come on.
What happens when you try to
takes-
boof it, man?
He takes Yester to the back kitchen.
Okay.
And there is a very, very cranky looking hobgoblin.
Now I hear you don't like music.
Here's what. It's too loud.
Music has different volumes.
I don't like how it dances around in my head.
Would you like music that doesn't do that?
No.
So you don't like it that it does, but you wouldn't like it either if it didn't?
No.
But I play you a little tune.
Roll persuasion.
Staring at the chef to get good dessert. I
You
mean,
fool. I rolled a
What
nat
else are
1, but it
cardinals?
doesn't matter because it's plus 10, then it's 23.
Right. Roll performance. You guys are all at the table like, oh my god, Yester, come on, man. And then you hear music in the kitchen.
So that is a nat 20 plus 13, so this is a 33. This is one of my best performances of my life.
This hobgoblin meets God in the kitchen, quits on the spot, takes his apron, gives it over to the general manager who's in shock, and he walks out with a new perspective on life.
Guys, good news.
Still no
I changed his
dessert.
mind on music. Bad news. I think he's gonna start a rock band.
Dodger is just weeping. Who's gonna cook my steak now?
Oh, Vloxen.
I'm so hungry.
Apparently the the general manager like puts on the apron and gets to work. Mild panicked look in his face. Apparently Vloxen says the Bloomin' Onion was created by Tim Gannon, the co-creator of Outback, inspired by a Japanese cookbook.
So it's not us.
It's not Australian, no.
Wow.
well,
I don't know if
I
I
don't
can
know
agree
where
with that,
Tim Gannon is
it's
from.
seeing as it's offered in the Aussie-tizers section of the Outback Steakhouse menu.
The what?
Just look at the Windfall channel in Discord. The Aussie-tizers.
The Aussie cheese fries, the Kookaburra wings on the bottom.
I support that.
This feels wrong. This feels incorrect.
You and me both, dude. Everything about this feels backwards.
Just feels odd. I don't. I
Plays
think.
polo.
I don't think my friends know. Some of my Australian friends know about at the Outback Steakhouse, but this is good. I think I'm gonna show it to them and just see what they think. I just want to get their perspective on what America thinks happens in Australia.
At least most of their menu is just meat.
Oh, Tim Gannon also
know?
plays polo. That's fun.
Did you know that Outback Steakhouse has 369,000 followers on Instagram?
Nice. Good for Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, we love that for them.
They're not in Toronto though, so like I don't even know what they're doing. They're in Niagara Falls though.
That makes sense.
The Canadian side with the not nearly as good view.
Have you been to the Canadian side?
Yeah, yeah.
Just trying
So
to
then
get a
what are you
rise out of
talking
it. Just trying
about?
to get a rise out of you.
I know you haven't been there. I'm like,
I've been to the other side.
Okay.
The free side. No.
I'm pretty sure my reaction when I went there was utter shock at the fact that there was water and it just went like that hand gesture was all I could do. I was just like, it just goes.
Like fell.
Yeah, it's like the water falls, man.
I know, right? It's in the name. I think I would have been ready for it.
I know.
There's so much of it.
It is a humbling experience. It is a lot.
Like, damn, who put all that water there? We should do something about
anything
it.
to
Is
hold
no
it
one
up.
doing anything about this? There's so much water.
Somebody tried to ride it in a
gonna
barrel.
fill up that
Has
lake.
no one tried catching it? Why did they just let it fall? Why not?
So, stop it!
Blast the hole, let it drain.
Yeah.
We have buckets.
Sponges too.
Your food comes out, and I'm gonna roll to see how this general manager did.
I didn't even get
I
to
didn't
order.
order either.
I didn't even get to order. I've been waiting
What?
because
Yeah,
the
okay.
server
No,
was
this is
dragged to the
great.
back and
Wow,
never
this is
came
great.
back to
This is
order.
great. He comes.
The server
this-
dragged
we're
me in the
rolling with
back.
this.
I didn't
He
do nothing.
He comes back with the food, and he rolled an 18. So it's actually really good. And then he notices that he doesn't have enough plates of meals for the amount of people at this table. And he just kind of looks up and goes, my apologies. Weird day. Food's on the house. What can I get you?
All right. Well, if that's the case, I'll get the sirloin with the ribs. I'll get a blooming onion for the table. If I get a blooming onion for the table, you'll have a bit, right?
Yeah, I'm
Right?
moving on you.
Yeah. Make it two
Might as
blooming onions for
well.
the table because I eat a lot. Can I get also those caramel mustard glazed pork chops, and I'll just get
Turns
the
paper. Sorry, it keeps
the
writing.
Outback ribs. It's got that little boomerang next to it. I'll get those ribs.
Respectfully,
There's a
can you eat
picture
all
in
that?
here.
I just
No,
Where is
Just no.
this boomerang?
All right.
just
I know
keep going.
what I'm about, mate.
What else?
You got a prime rib sandwich? I'll get one of them.
Ooh, can we get the Tuaboomba salmon?
I'm getting that.
Tuaboomba salmon.
You know what? Just go ahead and get two of everything. Just make two of everything and put it on there, and we'll just have ourselves a little sampler, right? Right?
He
You'll
walks
have a
away.
little bit of a sampler if I get a sampler.
He walks away.
I know
with-
you'll get a sampler. I just like nudge Gene, like
Flash
I
him back.
What was that, Sia?
I'm just flagging back. I'm like, sir, I apologize. I don't want any food added to that, but can I get a blackberry sangria, please? I need something to drink.
Of course, miss.
Thank you.
I before he goes, I
He
go,
gets one step away and just.
I'm so sorry. That's all I say, and I give him bardic inspiration for the cooking.
No, wait, hold on. I know you guys carry Dr. Pepper, but I only drink Mr. Pibb. I'm gonna need one of those.
He stares blank-faced at the skeleton and just kind of nods.
Last time I drank Dr. Pepper, and then he gestures to himself.
This will be the second business that we've cratered in 48 hours. So just We have ruined.
We are dicks
this
to
Outback.
small businesses. that's
Be
the
nice to
trend.
people in the food industry.
I give him bardic inspiration for the cooking.
Yeah. He's got a little more pep in his step as he walks away, but he's still just, he would never show it. He's probably furious. All right. Food starts being brought out. One individual in the room is recognizable to the party, and it's Serafina Capello. Yester met her in the Myriad. She was the one who was one of Lord Rammus's favored performers that has his patronage.
Is she better than Yester?
They're not comparable,
Yes, they are.
She sings opera, and he plays.
Look,
I
if,
can
if
make
I know
my-
one thing, it's that art is objective and can be quantified.
Can she make her fiddle sound like a saxophone?
Can she make her voice sound like a fiddle?
She is watching with bemusement at what a Dodger has done, and quietly eating. She's with someone who is also kind of chatting and keeping up a steady flow of information, maybe a suitor of some kind. And she's just kind of quietly smiling a little bit to herself at Dodger's antics. Food starts coming out.
I'm just gonna to the general manager. I'm like, is it okay if I play for everybody for free? I just feel bad about this whole situation, so I'm just
Knock yourself out.
I figured I should. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna go and play for the room because I
Okay.
feel bad
Roll
about
performance.
Dodger ordering.
A veritable feast is brought to the table.
17 plus 13, a 30.
Okay. In what's your song? What's your song about? What's it like?
This is a little jig. It's a life story. It's called "The Devil Went Down to Georgia." So if I give it an Australian spin, it's "The Devil Went Down to Melbourne," and it's about that time, that classic tale when the devil went to Australia, found a little boy, and like played him for the fiddle, eh? And it's taking great inspiration from Dodger. This is the closest I have to an Australian accent, and we do not know the answers. So this will be the performance.
I'm using a portent for your performance roll.
Oh,
And what's the roll?
Naturally 18.
that's one higher, so it's a 31.
The bonuses get add on?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Okay.
yeah.
I set the die roll.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
just
That's
set
right.
the
That's
dice.
right.
That's a 31.
I've been doing that wrong. 31. Wild applause. And the general manager makes a point of coming out and shaking your hand, Yester, in thanks. And anytime you want to come back and perform, you're more than welcome to.
Well, last time I did that here, I put you got me just chef quit his job, so be careful with who I play for. I'm so sorry.
He was a bit. It's fine.
Was he a good cook?
He was dependable. Never missed a day.
Except he kind of wasn't.
Chat, I'm gonna dox you all. They're talking about just full-scale murder in the Zoom chat.
Why would you do that? That's our private. That's our private safe space. That's our safe space, and you violated
I
it.
did.
If we want to talk about murdering all of the guests,
Just
to
everyone in
the
the
Outback
restaurant.
Steakhouse.
It's to be a good party.
Look, Luna, all I'm saying is Stonks is seeing someone trying to bust a move on your lady friend, and we can't have that, and they deserve to die.
Jester doesn't like her.
I said Luna.
I don't think Luna knows
They
her.
haven't met. Luna has seen her perform
Have
before.
you been
though.
reading the chats?
Sia has seen her perform before though.
She's
Quote, she's Sia's, but only if the lady wishes.
Luna, why? Why would you set Stonks on this warpath?
They didn't. They were gonna kill the suitor, and I'm saying that she was everyone else's, and I said only if she wished. I didn't start this. I'm trying to diffuse.
Look, all I'm saying is maybe the person that she's on a date with would look better as a tortoise.
If she looks,
Maybe even a skeleton. Who's to say? Free of their flesh prison.
Pretty sure there's at least 3 laws against casting spells on random people. Not in self-defense, you know?
If she looks uncomfortable, Sia will go over there and remove him from the establishment, but we're not gonna be killing him unless.
As of
I
right
would
now,
like
they
to
seem to be
roll an
having an
insight check.
amiable early dinner.
Dodger is too busy consuming every single thing
Dodger's going for it.
in eyesight.
Just full.
He hasn't
sail.
eaten in a day and a half. He's hungry.
Grulling a table
Yeah.
full of meat.
Yeah, just
Can I cast Detect Thoughts
Sure.
on... Oh, wait, I have to touch him. Never mind.
gently caress him by the jawbone.
With your bony finger.
Yeah, no, I'd have to touch one of
Have
them,
a
and
familiar?
Stonks isn't about that life. I
Touching
could have
flesh,
the bird
ew.
go over there.
Yeah.
just have it sit on his head real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the bird go land on the suitor's noggin, and then cast Detect Thoughts from the bird.
The bird begins flapping away, and it's counterspelled by Seraphina, who looks over at
Counterspell.
Stonks and raises an eyebrow.
He does
She gets
finger
up.
guns.
She gets up, kind of slowly saunters over to the table. Well, this is quite the feast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
You guys
Stonks-
said you'd eat up if I got all this, so get going.
Stonks grabs like a handful of blooming onion and puts it in his mouth so that
Starts
he can't
mashing
talk.
it.
And just starts, gnashing on it.
She is a little
delicious.
You just see it like poking out under his jaw.
kind of
It's
a
just
kind of a
like-
disapproving look at the grotesqueness of it for the sake of grotesqueness, and she I heard there was some events down in the stacks today.
Slowly reach out while she's talking, grab the other prime rib sandwich, and just start eating it.
Larry, bring me a
I
chair.
don't know anything about that.
Stonks snickers at the name Larry.
The gentleman quickly gets up and grabs her chair and brings it over, and then just kind of awkwardly goes back to his seat and sits.
What are
The
you
bird's
doing?
still there, right?
What are you doing?
Bird's
Why are
going
you
on.
acting like this? Come here.
He gets up, kind of comes over and goes,
Don't be shy, Larry. Grab some fries.
Not your fault. Your parents named you Larry.
he goes, he hesitates and looks at Seraphina, and she goes, "Ah, have an opinion, have thoughts, care.
Oh, that's why I didn't get anything when the bird went over there.
Larry, why don't you bring the cap around?" And Larry's like, he walks out.
Hi, Larry. nice to meet you, mate. He seems like a nice fella.
My God, I swear you are the most awkward people.
She just sat here. She thought she had
She
something
walked
to
up
do.
to us.
She sat down at our
He seems
table
like a
without
nice
an
guy.
invitation, so
Yeah.
we're waiting.
Yeah, are you? Excuse me, Seraphina. You're
I
a very
asked-
awkward person
I
right now.
asked.
Are you
She said-
doing anything?
She said,
did
"Did
ask
you
a
guys?
question.
I asked.
No, you said this is quite the feast you have here, and
No,
then she
I
just
said
sat
there
down.
was there was something going on down in the stacks. Am I to assume that was that you guys?
Oh.
Oh, I only
over
heard. I heard
mouthfuls
some.
of prime rib sandwich. I said, we wouldn't know anything about that.
Okay.
There you go.
Indeed.
Do we look like the type that frequent the stacks? Now, come on. We're fine, established people.
Look at how much food we've ordered.
Look at our feast for the Outback Steakhouse.
Stonks goes to grab another handful of blooming onion and goes, I mean, I blew up a meth lab today, so.
Really?
Mhm.
Sounds like a fantastic song, Yester.
Nah, it wouldn't be. Maybe for you, though.
Well,
Was that an insult?
I think meth lab does, like, in falsetto would probably sound better than...
Then a fiddle, yeah.
Yeah, I do sing, but that's not really my forte. I'm more like a spoken word kind of guy, you know.
He does
You just
slam
took so long
poetry.
drinking for.
Just slurping.
Hey, you want me to order you more sangria? Hi.
I would
Hi, we need
not
more
do
sangria over here.
That would be appreciated.
Was the manager's name? Was it Tim? Was Tim the manager?
you
No,
never
I
got
think
his
it was
name.
Terry.
If you guys
Eventually,
keep this up, I'm gonna need to perform another song because I feel bad.
eventually, she seems put off, and after a small, courteous nothing, a little, well, it's getting late kind of a thing, she gets up and takes her leave.
You sure you don't want some blooming onion before you go?
Just throw it at her.
No, do not throw that at her.
No.
Do not do that.
Stonks
Let
elbows
the woman
Sia.
leave in peace.
Stonks
I will
elbows
hold
Want to
Sia.
look like a
action.
barbarian?
For flying onion.
But stonks.
I elbow Sia and like lean over real close and go, I think she likes you.
I think she wants to get away from us currently.
Yeah, we got to think about it like this. Think about how ridiculous the rest of us look and how good that makes you look.
You were all,
I don't
you were
know
all
that it
sitting there
works like
proper
that.
with your sangria looking all classy while the rest of us were goons.
And
I
throwing
mean,
onions.
I certainly could swing it that way, but it also guilty by association. So, but
Make it happen.
Yeah? Should we make that happen?
Easy peasy.
if it happens, I'm making it happen, not y'all.
Oh, come
Okay.
on, let me be your wingman, see ya.
I mean, honestly, with proper direction, I'm sure he'd do a good job.
There would have to be limitations and rules to this whole wingman shit.
Look, I got so many pickup lines you don't even know, Sia.
I don't want pickup lines from you.
Look,
Sass.
I'm gonna let you know right now. Don't go to Stonks for help. He has
No.
7 restraining orders against him.
What?
I have ascended from the desires of the flesh.
It just seemed
Right,
Jenna
but
turn around
not the
slowly.
desire of
I
chaos.
was like-
That was clear.
Oh,
I don't want to know any more about these restraining orders. I just don't need to know that.
Those people died hundreds of years ago. They're not active anymore.
The statute of limitations is still active on like one of them though.
guys.
It was me in all fairness, and I put it as a joke, but I think it was necessary for the time.
That's the only thing keeping me from taking his left nut.
The cease and desist order is for the internals.
All right.
Oh man, nothing like a fucking 3-month callback.
Perfect time to plug the YouTube. Jake and Feffers, go get caught up on the show. Okay. Evening falls. You finish your feast. Full-bellied, warm hearts. You find yourself.
Do I need
back
to
out
roll
on
a
the
con
streets.
save for my meat sweats?
Sure.
I stopped after the sandwich, so
All
I'm
started because I asked what was on the menu.
You did this.
good. Well, I mean, the real problem is we went to Outback.
Should have gone to Longhorn. They got that Parmesan crust. Woo.
Don't get me started on Longhorns.
Tanked a small business again.
18.
18. You handle it like a champ.
Big chillin'.
What he's about.
And can I make a sleight of hand check?
4?
I'll type a 2 in chat.
Okay, yeah.
God. He wants to sneak a pork chop.
No, we have like a stack of like 4 to-go boxes.
Go ahead and roll.
Sia is trying to organize all the plates and stuff so it's less hassle to collect.
Guidance. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Stonks, what's your passive perception?
20.
20? All right. Dodger, you succeed. You find yourselves back out on the streets.
Did Dodger just rob me?
No, I didn't.
Okay, cool.
For a moment, I wanted to make maybe should I let them think that I did, but no, I didn't.
Okay.
Well, we probably shouldn't go back to where we stayed before.
We could
should've-
go find a new place.
We should have asked the manager guy if he knew.
I don't want to ask that manager a damn thing.
I'll do it.
Yeah, we need to leave them alone.
Stop.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be willing to help. I'll go back in and
Do
go
not.
back in and
I'm
ask.
with Dodger.
You go back in. All right.
With
Dodger
Sia,
and
I regret
Stonks.
suggesting it.
Dodger and Stonks walk back in. You see the entire wait staff like, hi, welcome to Outback.
What's a day's wages here?
1 silver.
You live off that?
A day's wages, not a living wage.
You feel like you get paid
I mean, it's not great.
days to live.
A little bit above, it's a little bit above average. It's a nice restaurant. It's in a good location.
Right, well,
I
you
turned to
know
Dodger.
of any?
Dodger, are we doing anything else important today? No? Cool.
I don't think so.
All right, cool. I got one question. Where's a good place to sleep?
It's not stone and
Rock and
whatever.
stone.
Rock and Stone.
Rock and stone. I was
Offbeat gets that reference now.
I do.
She kind of brings you outside and points down the road. She goes, best for quality to the buck would be that place over there. It's called Last Nook.
Cool. Are you the manager?
No, ma'am. Sir, I don't know what you are.
I have bones.
Oh, no. I just work here.
What?
I just work here.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Dodger, go to that place. I gotta go talk to the manager. I have a complaint to file.
All right.
Is everything okay? As you guys walk back in, she is hitting you with that customer service face.
Yeah. I look for the homie who helped us. the
Homie
GM.
is in the back, and she opens the door to the back of the kitchen, and he is just white knuckling the sink, stacked full of dishes, with his head down, back turned to you, and just. Yes. Hello. Again.
I cast message to the spellcasters and say, "Hey, come in here and prestidigitate these dishes."
I come in and
Yeah, go for it.
yeah, and I just go, hey, let me just quickly thing.
Thank you.
GM man, are you manager or the owner?
I 100% thought you meant game master, and I was like, he's doing it. He's breaking the fourth wall again. He goes, I am not the owner, no.
Okay, cool. Don't tell the owner you got this. I don't have anything else to do today. So then Stonks reaches into his rib cage and pulls out his daily allowance
Okay.
of however much fucking money Stonks carries on him in a day. It's
Couple
too much.
hundred gold.
I don't keep track of it. Go equally distribute this to the people who worked this shift. Okay, bye.
Okay.
You guys
Okay.
have to pay for rooms today, and I point at like Dodger and everyone else.
Dodger's already
You can manage.
already.
Dodger, Sia and Genie going with him. You see him heading toward the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah,
All
yeah.
Yeah.
The three of y'all step into a nice room. Almost traditional fantasy, actually. This is a little nicer. You can see a stuffed bear in one corner. I mean, in that it's not like a saloon. It doesn't have saloon energy. And a human kind of sits down.
Taxidermy bear, not a teddy bear, I assume. Not
Yes,
a
that
giant
is correct.
Giant teddy bear.
That's immediately what I thought.
What
You
did I
meant
say?
by
I said
stuffed bear.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see how you got there. Just,
Oh. Yes, standard fantasy in with stuffed bears.
Jeff, what did you watch growing up? What made you like this? What molded your mind in this way? Human looks up and goes, hello and welcome to the last nook. We've got rooms but gold a night. But there's a common room for a silver a night, and we don't serve any food here, but we have drink.
You got a room with a jacuzzi in it?
We can have a bath brought for a charge, but we don't have a jacuzzi, no.
Oh, that's all right. We just want to stay clear last time.
All right.
So we all want separate rooms. We want to do a big thing together. What we doing?
I mean, if we're doing, I'll just do the common room. I'm fine. I don't.
I think we could all do with a little bit of separate rooms.
Yeah.
Except for me and Stonks. We always room together.
I think after we
This is
had a
elite.
good day,
You
right?
made me sign this, Stonks. You can revoke it at your leisure.
The lesson there was to read your contract.
And now the lesson is don't make me sign stupid shit.
Go read it first.
Then revoke it.
Ooh. Stonks pulls out a random piece of paper and says, if you sign this, I'll revoke it.
What else? I do read this one most
It's
of
a
the time.
random
You read
piece of
this one?
paper?
Huh?
You said it's a
No,
random
it's a
piece?
pre-written contract that I've saved
Oh.
for this exact moment.
Okay.
What's on here?
So it's the exact same contract, except two contingencies have been changed. We no longer are contractually obligated to room together. However, you register as an organ donor, and I am the sole beneficiary.
You don't even like flesh.
I just want to sell it.
No.
Yours is so good.
Give me your own contract.
the-
Fuck you.
The individual is like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to ask you guys to leave.
What are you talking about? I'm a paying customer. I put down 4 gold.
And he scoops it up and says, hands you a couple of keys and gives you a
I
big smile.
I slip
That's what I
Yester a
thought,
new piece
you
of paper.
rascal.
I look at the little piece of paper.
It's a coupon for 1 free back rub.
Oh, bones.
I will be cashing this later.
Ugh. I hate that. Skeletal hands trying to give you a genuine back rub.
Yeah, I toss him a few extra silver. You know, on second thought, a bath would be nice if you could
course.
have one of those.
Of course, he gives you most of the silver back in change.
So, what are we meeting back here in the morning? That's the plan.
Well, tomorrow, Dodger, he's got a summons, so we should probably go and see about what that is.
Fair enough.
Want to get that cleared up
Slap
right
a
away.
silver and just kind of make my way back towards that common room.
I paid for your room. I paid a gold for your room.
Scoop the silver back up and awkwardly wait.
Hand you your key, I guess.
4 keys. 4 keys. So Jean's got a room, Sia's got a room, Dodger's got a room, and then the lovely couple, Yester and Stonks, have a room.
Actually obligated.
We've been
Goodness.
rooming like this for so long. It would feel weird if we were alone.
I know, it'd feel like we were fighting or something.
I know. I don't want to.
I'd be up all night thinking about if you were mad at me.
People do.
Hand in hand.
Ooh.
Okay.
Look out, Lexi.
Oh no.
Offbeat and I are deep in the RP.
That was happening. Damn.
Windfall is
thought?
actually a story about business partners turned lovers, if you didn't know. It's already begun.
It's your
The
favorite
inherent
fan
dangers
fiction
of
trope.
workplace romance.
That
It's
we literally
actually
did. There was
fan
only
fiction.
one bed, like earlier. So now we have businesses lovers.
Floxen says he's even ribbed for your pleasure.
Uh,
God.
No. Not the ribs.
so anyways, we go to bed.
All
You're
right.
walking to the banquet hall.
All right, everyone roll a D100 for me.
Oh, is it about the dreams that we're gonna have?
I hope they're sweet dreams.
I know what kind
33.
of dreams Yester and I are gonna have.
66.
36.
66.
66. That's an ominous number.
I got 33.
64 from Jean.
29.
Oh, 92. The inverse of your number. Look at that. But high numbers are bad, so rip me, I guess.
You just wake up and Stonks is in your bed somehow.
Just like he's just like, soon you will be free. Just like, ah.
This is not ribbed for pleasure.
I'm gonna go out of my way to find someone who knows the spell dream so I can copy it into my spell book and do that to each of you individually.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Okay.
Personally dismantle you.
Okay. All right.
Snap off a whole rib and just chuck it. Like,
Look fine in it.
Nearest dog. Fetch.
Everyone's
Oh, I rolled 100. I've never seen that before.
everyone's getting a nice sleep. The person who sleeps the best is Stonks, surprisingly, followed by Yester.
We're both cuddled, spooned.
Hate it here.
Who's the big spoon and who's the little spoon, though? We have to know for science.
It's a good question.
Stonks is obviously Little Spoon.
Stonks is good.
Kind of what I suspected, but
Stonks is Little Spoon, but his hands are disconnected from his body and like rubbing Offbeat's back while they sleep.
I hate this.
So it's more of like an Oreo kind of situation, like a sandwiching of skeletal snuggles for Yester.
My portents for the day are 1 and 8.
How do you meme that? Anyway,
Ooh, my portent's 8 and a crit.
ooh, crit in the pocket.
Crit in the pocket.
that's fun.
Okay. All right. Do you remember, Jake, when you followed Jeremy?
Yes.
He went to a very nice tavern. I believe it was the Mirror's Mark.
Maybe.
That or it was
Sounds
Peace and
familiar.
Quiet. which was like a nice coffee. Oh no, it's not Peace and Quiet. I'm wrong.
It was Mirror's Mark.
I think it was Mirror's Mark. Okay.
I would
Hold
say it
on to
rings
that
a
for a
bell, but
second.
being totally honest, it doesn't because I don't remember any details.
That's all right.
I just remember that I
Very
followed
smart.
Jeremy.
It was Mirror's Mark.
Awesome. Thank you.
When it comes in Clash, thank you.
Okay, we'll get to that in just a second. First, Sia. You wake up to a gentle tapping on your door. It's the dead of night.
I'm gonna get up and very cautiously open that.
Rolling in. No, I'm just kidding. There is a young man who goes, "Hi, are you Stormflare?
I am. Who's asking?
I've been hired to come and deliver you this. This is on behalf of the Court of the Path.
Okay.
And I'm to return with your response and a date and a time."
Is it a note?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read that.
Okay. You kind of pull it up, leaning over to one of the lanterns that's nearby. And the note says, "We desire to speak with you about some concerning rumors we have been hearing. Potentially willing to hire you. Date and time can be set at your leisure and location. This offer is also... Oh, sorry. And if you care to bring Mr. Brigg along with you for safety, you may, but please do not bring your other associates."
I know you said this is at my leisure, but how time sensitive do you think this is?
Probably tomorrow. Would be best case scenario.
It's middle of the night, right?
Yes, ma'am. About third bell.
I don't know places in this place. Give location. Where is the map?
You can go
That does not
to
help.
the Discord channel and go all the way down to map and index. Hang on, I'll just send this. Oh, well, I can't. That has spoilers.
Okay, don't want
Well, let's talk about where you've been. There's the Myriad, various places within the Clips. There's Rock and Stone. You haven't been a lot of places yet. The 30 Years, which is within the Stacks. You can invent a place. Like, that's okay. If you would like.
Can I invent like a little like, or if there's like a little like coffee or cafe place?
Sure. There's a spot called Peace and Quiet within the Silver District. It's a library / coffee shop.
Okay, she'd be like, peace and quiet at dawn. No
Peace and Quiet
talking.
at dawn. All right. Thank you. And he's gonna scamper away.
She's gonna wait. Probably not gonna go back to bed, but wait a couple hours so it's not like super late still, like maybe 2 hours before sunrise,
Okay.
and then go knock on Jean's door.
Gene, you wake up.
Like, jerk over shotgun first. Yeah,
Can I talk to you? See ya.
sure. Give me a sec. I don't get out of bed and walk over. It felt weird being like, come on in, I'm just in bed, you know? Yes, I'll go over it and open the door. And, you know. Is this an inside or an outside kind of conversation?
Probably inside.
Gesture at it, close the door.
I received a messenger several hours back. I wanted to give you some time of rest before I came and bothered you about this. So we've had
Did it?
quite the stressful couple days, but she's gonna hand him the letter.
Yeah, I'll open it up and read the letter. And give me the summary, because I was...
The summary being the Court of the Path wants to have a little talk at a location that Sia can pick, at a time Sia can pick, and you were allowed to come as well for security's sake. You also have a working relationship with the Court of the Path, but it specifically requests that the other 3 in the group don't come.
I set a time and a place with the messenger. I figure I should check it out. I was just wanting to see if he wanted to come along.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you've ever had the honor of working with these guys before, but they are always trouble.
I've had a couple encounters.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
All right. I have it set for dawn, sunrise at the Peace and Quiet Cafe.
I was gonna say I'll get some coffee and then we can go, but I guess coffee is there, so...
What do you guys want to do
Yeah.
with the 2 hours of free time you got?
Fair game of chess? No. Whatever. I can hit the fast forward button.
Okay. Okay, you guys find yourselves, I'm just gonna boop. You guys find yourselves outside of Peace and Quiet. It's just opening up. You can see an elf kind of flipping the sign, and as he's turning, you do catch that he kind of looks over his shoulder at you guys as he walks back inside. Make perception checks. You're not in the building yet. A little bit of an awning, couple of tables outside, some big bay windows in the sides.
It's just a 1. Oof. I am
16.
16. Okay. Looking around, you do see one of these parkour vigilante monks chilling on one of the other buildings. Just kind of keeping a lookout, looking around, kind of crouched down, tight bound fabrics of kind of like a gi, you know, like a martial arts attire, very monk-like, shock white. Yeah.
old.
Inside the building, it looks, through the bay windows, you can see that it looks mostly empty. The only other thing I'm gonna add is that there's an old homeless man down the road a bit who's just hollering, just going for it. And some of the nearby shop owners and denizens are like looking out, and you can see that someone sends their kid to run for the constables because he's being a nuisance. The old man says in an ongoing rant, even as he is slowly being taken away by the local police force. The end is nigh. These peoples will soon perish. We're all to die, and soon. Repent. Our time grows near. I do not wish to return. The tide draws, the stars will fall, and the moon will break itself upon our mountains. Our little world will shatter and be born again anew. For you do not repent, please. Turn from your ways. I do not wish to be reborn. I do not wish to return and start my work anew. I was so close this time. As he's bundled away.
Well, that wasn't ominous at all.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, Dorky, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Actually, Dorky, you should keep watching. This is going to be actually kind of interesting and mildly connected to some stuff from your character from last season.
About. Well, I guess we pick our own seat.
Yeah.
get us coffee.
You guys step in. You step up to the register, to the counter. God, sorry. The Longhorn Steak, the Outback Steakhouse is just, my whole world is crumbling in on itself.
Now we gotta look at the Starbucks menu.
No!
We use like a venti ass mocha. Is what I'm after, really.
The Dragonborn behind the counter takes your order, you pay for the stuff, and you guys take a seat for a brief second, and from a back room, two of these monks step out, look around, masks on, and one goes to stand by the front door and kind of just takes a seat and keeps an eye on the outside. The other one comes over and sits on the table next to you guys. He kind of, and a third monk walks in. He doesn't have anything distinguishing himself from the rest of them. The Dragonborn finishes up the drinks, brings them to you guys, and then steps into the back area. You hear the faint sigh as if he might be a little older. He's got a little bit of an old man noise as he kind of... He's already got his drink. He puts it out in front and goes, I appreciate you coming to meet me. We wanted to extend our gratitude for your actions in the stacks. On the prior day, the stacks is somewhere we're not able to get in and work easily. Our nature requires the ground to not be so muddied.
What particular work do you had that was in the stacks that you couldn't?
It's not easy for our kind to get around. But we have heard some odd rumors throughout the world. Things are beginning to pick up in their pacing, it would seem. My people are not able to focus much on things that go on outside the city. And I would like to hire you to a certain degree to look into a few things if you manage to be going along the way. Report back. A couple of odd disappearances here and there. Certain money isn't coming in anymore when it should be. Just a few disruptions. Feels a little targeted. And we're not able to send people out. It exposes us. We prefer to stay in the jungle, as it were, where we can get away quickly, easily.
Are these disappearances members of the path?
Indeed. Affiliates, associates. We come from... Our origin is a bit odd. Before the fall of the Endeavor,
They had a single unifying religion known as the Path. When everything came down, a lot of corruption was exposed. We have burned that corruption out. We have boiled it down and refined it into our little faction. And as much as we would like to be able to handle these things on our own, we are a bit smaller. We are very busy fighting the corruption within this city. This is the heart of this side of the continent. It's one of the few thriving economies. We also have... he kind of pauses and goes... Disturbing reports from the Rusts. We didn't have a god. Our Church of the Path. We had the Path. And we have reason to believe that things going on out in the Rusts might have a deific origin, and it concerns us.
What sort of rumors have you been hearing out of the Rust?
Certain people noting a consciousness that is vast, stirring. This consciousness, you firsthand recall. There's a small note of caution in the back of your head. If they are opposed to whatever this is, due to their nature, they might be opposed to you. And you don't even have any answers as to what is going on with all of that.
So my working with you would be to investigate? What does all this entail?
Indeed. Well, of course we would pay you. And you can lean on our people in a pinch. Any information we might be able to have, we would work with you. And after last night, it seems that we have very similar goals. We want to scrub this city clean. The fact that you're working with Jean here speaks of your character in itself.
She's gonna glance over to Jean to see if she can kind of read what he looks like currently. What vibe he has. What vibe
Is
do you
it
have,
Jean's
Jean?
vibe?
Yeah. Is he showing anything on his face visually?
I mean, other than the mild, you'll see some mild, like, it's, you know, they're not awful. They're kind of silly, but a job's a job. That's his vibe currently. But he was here as security, so he's not like.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't like. I didn't think you would be super obvious about it either, but I'll look into this for you.
Alright. Good.
I can't guarantee any promises.
No one ever can. What is your take on the morality of the rest of your party?
Rash and reckless. However, I think they have good hearts. And they have been proven to be loyal allies. And I trust them.
Jean.
Well, we do have a bit of a loose cannon, but
There
so
is
far,
that.
we have kept him in check. Yep.
Hey, we're not sure on that one.
it's never black and white.
Indeed. Is there anything that we might be able to help you with in your current situations and goals? We don't have much in the forms of money, but if there was things needing to be... If there were cogs that needed greasing, we might be able to assist with that.
Well, no, I'm not going to actually say it. Well, there's this one guy named Larry. He's just been a problem.
Larry's the BBEG.
Winks at Sia. She's like, no.
Yeah. Nudge, nudge.
Perhaps there's anyone that you would need information about. Valerie, thank you. Heck. Appreciate you.
Quick powwow. Is there anybody we should be asking
Yeah.
about the rest of the party?
Crooked Feather.
Everyone walks into the room and they all huddle up.
Been
Then
here
they
the
all
whole time.
scurry out giggling.
You'll probably learn, if we can, a little bit more about Crooked Feather. Probably also, who are those three? The three nincompoops?
The big three?
The big three,
Oh,
yes.
Connor, Cat, and
Shiny
Bishop.
Connor, the cat, and what was the last guy?
Bishop.
And Bishop. No, Bishop was the cat.
Yeah, you're right. Hang on, I got it written down. Give me 2 seconds.
I mean, Crooked Feather was enough for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just Crooked
Well.
Feather.
Just look at the notes.
Crooked Feather is our primary adversary. He runs the black market. He seems to be able to disappear at will, and therefore we cannot, as of yet, get a hold of him. We have laid multiple ambushes. We have
You
broken...
mean like instantaneously disappear, like metaphorically, he gets away easily.
With magic, he seems to be able to
Okay.
slip away. And he's wildly paranoid. He does not let anyone know his true name and the like. The one thing we have gathered is that he might be a bit superstitious. And he hates anyone with money. More money than him.
This type usually is fairly superstitious. You don't get to be at the top of an organization like that without a healthy paranoia. Or an unhealthy one, either way.
Well, if that is all, I will send you more
Just-
information later about our various friends who have gone off the radar.
All right.
What were you saying, Gene? Did you say
Good question. What was it?
I thought you started to say something. Right, well, if you ever need to get in contact with one of us, it's as good a place as any. He stands up.
Yeah, is there like a passphrase or like a we just say, hey,
He takes a
I'd like a
small. He takes
try
a
it.
small.
Pat Mocha?
A specific order.
Yeah.
On the secret menu.
Yeah, on the secret menu.
Yeah.
You got the animal fries.
Bloomin'
or-
onion, please.
Bloomin' onion to go.
Want the butterbeer frappuccino?
He puts down a small rock that is so polished it's mirror. It's completely reflective, and he puts that down and goes, "Give him that."
All right.
He nods, and the three disperse. The one by the door leaves to the front door, and just clambers up a wall and just disappears.
I always thought they'd have an easier time of literally every part of their whole job if they just stopped wearing white.
Yeah.
Buy some regular clothes. Maybe you won't get snatched off the street.
It's suspicious
Anyway.
that way.
So we'll head back.
Yeah.
You guys are heading back. On the way in, you manage to snatch one of the newspapers. And it says, shoot, what was the name of the... Sorry. Mirror's Mark, correct? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mirror's Mark raided. Missing nobleman. Dodger.
Oh,
You're
Fantastic.
surely just a coincidence.
Yeah.
You wake up and you locked your door, set up a couple of additional precautions that I am assuming because you as a player usually do. You usually set up some precautions. You wake up and you have a sticky sensation.
Sticky how?
Sticky like blood.
Oh,
Snapping too. In the unused bed next to you, there's a corpse that has been horribly, terribly mutilated.
oh, it's Jeremy, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh man.
Hell.
It looks like something on their hands and knees crawled in here. Somehow. You don't see where it starts. You just know that there are bloodied handprints on your blanket, on the walls, on the ceiling. And after a little bit of panic, after a little bit of processing, not panic, I'm not going to say that you panicked. I don't know if you panicked. You realize there is a talisman under your pillow.
Do go on.
To those wondering why we're all sticking to ourselves, we are busy discussing the possibility that Jake might be a hairless werewolf.
I'm molting.
Bald.
So I'm truly terrified. Like, what? Did we send some? We didn't send anyone after Jeremy, did we? I just followed in there. I listened, found out something about a bard college, and got proof that he sabotaged Yester's performance.
Didn't you like offhandedly say to someone that they're like, oh, is like anyone bothering you? And you're like, just that Jeremy guy. Fuck that guy. Didn't that happen tonight?
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Did
never
I?
mind, I'm just gaslighting the party.
don't think
My
so.
bad.
Was Jeremy
The only
the
person-
Because Jeremy happened before winter break, so any episodes after that, I completely forgot he existed.
The only person we were talking about straight up murking was Larry.
yeah.
Right.
It's with the Y.
So
it's
unless
that
the
guy.
dude at the music palace, did something to him after we gave him the recording.
I mean, yeah, that's all we really did. We gave it.
Because he
to the
mentioned
person-
wanting
we gave
to
the
get
head
rid
of
of
the
him.
myriad, and then something happened. And then he's
Maybe
like,
because
"I'll take care of this."
Maybe because I was the one who handed the recording over, he was like, look,
Ta-da!
he did it. Gross.
And the last thing that I described was that there is a talisman under your pillow. A small engraving of a skinless man.
A skeleton.
Is it stonks?
It was stonks.
Stonks?
The skin. The person in the bed while their face is still Jeremy. No skin. This person was flayed.
How much is shipping to the mage tower?
How much is shipping?
Rip your great grandson, I guess. Whoops. Sent him to his great granddad or something. I don't know. So there's no other.
The body's been like tucked in to the bed.
Oh. But they didn't do anything to me other than slip their grubby fingers under my pillow to put a medallion under there. Does it seem like magical in any way, or?
It is a spellcasting focus for a cleric or a paladin.
Maybe I'll give it to G. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Around what time is this?
It is about 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes past the crack of dawn.
Huh. Well, I'll head on out and knock on Stonk's door.
Stonks, you reassemble. And there's a knock at the door.
I'm cold.
Stonks opens the door naked. Morning.
Right. There's someone you ought to see. I had a
Okay.
secret visitor in the night.
Ooh,
Not
Dodger.
good work, Dodger. Let me guess, was it
Yeah, definitely.
Larry?
Dodger.
Larry?
Mm-mm. And just wave to follow and go to the room.
Stonks like pulls the top sheet off the bed and wraps it around himself like a cloak.
The bony feet clacking on the floor. Nothing quite so romantic as all that, but yeah, take a look.
Did you follow too?
Yeah, I did.
He's been freed.
Only partially.
I can finish it.
How did this get in here, Dodger? You were like, you locked up.
I mean, there's blood on Dodger.
But it looks like someone put the hands on Dodger. It doesn't look like he was himself.
Can I
Privy to
investigate the
this.
room?
Sure.
Could I assist?
Ooh. What's your +2 investigation?
I have a +6.
Okay, you roll one, I roll one.
Okay.
Man, I'm rolling like garbage tonight. 3 + 5, 8.
I have 15 + 6, 21.
Okay. In his bowels, you find a rolled up piece of paper.
Press digitate it clean and dry.
Stonks is like face to the floor, like examining the footprints.
Something about this Stonks you can't remember, but it seems horribly familiar.
Stonks stands up and says, "Yes, sir, I have my conclusion.
What's that?
Do you have yours? Shall we
Peop-
compare notes? I love a Sherlockian reveal."
Oh, well, how about I first read this piece of paper and then I'll tell you about what my thoughts are.
Whichever order you think would be funnier.
Reveal yours first.
All right, I think it's quite obvious. He starts pacing back and forth, like clacking on the hardwood floor. He hits an invisible smoking pipe and mimes the motion,
There's a slight squish of the blood and gore on the floor.
and then slowly turns around to face the two boys. I think it is quite apparent. Our friend here is the only one who knows how to get in and out of this room. Last night, I do recall while I was caressing you so gently, dear Yester, I looked outside our window, contemplating how beautiful my unlife has become. I saw the light of a full moon. And you know, Dodger, you say you have no recollection of this. Is that correct?
I have a recollection of me sleeping.
Mm-hmm. But one does not remember sleep. You are simply not experiencing. There's nothing there.
Stonks doesn't remember
I
how
think-
sleep works.
I think the evidence is quite conclusive. Obviously, Dodger is a werewolf, and he wandered out in the night in a rampage and killed this poor man.
All right, so that's great and all.
But
Keep that percolating.
You can't convince me otherwise.
I'm gonna read this paper that was found in the bowels of the creature.
Placed
So,
there by Dodger. He's an eclectic werewolf, I'll tell you. One for the arts.
It says,
This is Dodger. I'm a werewolf. Haha.
it says got 'em all. It says in a very messy scrawled script.
Werewolf handwriting.
Shut the fuck up.
patches of hair around it.
This group does not respect the spooky.
Stonks is just Tucker's gonna manifest me as a werewolf somewhere. It's gonna say it enough times it'll happen.
I'll learn modify memory and convince you that you're a werewolf.
Thy will has become known. My work begins. We will all be free.
Thy will has become known. My work begins. We will all be free.
Dodger, you know I'm not entirely serious when I talk about liberating people from their flesh prisons.
This wasn't Dodger Stones. Now,
I
I'm
think-
gonna make a little bit of a conclusion here for a moment. I think it was well known that Dodger, when he was trailing Jeremy, figured out that this man was a bit of a loser. I think that the person that made you Stonks, I think, is most likely candidate for the person that did this action. Because they use the language, we will all be free. Now, I know that you mean this in more or less jest. It's still hard to decipher. But I think the person who made you does not. I think they genuinely are attempting to free this man from his flesh prison, and did so first by removing the skin and returned it to Dodger because Dodger had a known distaste for the man Jeremy Antioch. That is my supposition. Though, of course, we cannot necessarily strike out the werewolf hypothesis. So you can keep investigating along those lines, and I'll keep investigating along mine.
No, I have. You know, they don't have to be mutually exclusive. Now, what if Dodger is a werewolf, but is also slowly turns to Dodger. My father. No, that's impossible. The person who made me is long dead. I've been around for longer than I know.
I mean, the Antioch wizard, he might be more or less capable.
Does this look familiar? And I show Stonks the
Stonks, make a history check.
talisman.
Oh, a history check. I'm
Guidance.
good at
At
those.
disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
Yep.
Project Inspiration
Okay, cool. So a D8.
and a D4 from Guidance.
Do I add that to both D20 rolls?
You roll first, and then you get to choose whether or not afterwards you want to use the DA. So, once you figure out which is the lowest one, you can choose to add to it.
Okay. This is the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're in store for an RP day. So I'm gonna use. I had a dream about this last night. That's why I'm so certain that he's a werewolf. I foresaw this 18 and this disadvantage roll, so that's important. And then I'll roll the other one.
I think Portent just overcomes all of that.
Does it?
I think it just chooses the result.
It just makes the roll. That's the result of the roll.
Let
Yeah.
me see. You can place any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by you. It replaces the whole check. Doesn't replace an individual roll, so you just replace the check.
God, your final verdict.
God wasn't listening.
Okay. Rules is written.
Oof.
I can burn a portent basically to dodge the disadvantage and just make it an 18. My initial interpretation was that I was going to burn a portent to have one of the D20 rolls be an 18.
That
But that's not
makes
not what the
sense.
But the ruling, but the rules is written, just to give you the other argument, it says you can replace any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by your creature. The ability check is basically an envelope.
So when you
term
roll a
which encompasses-
disadvantage, when you roll a disadvantage, it's still one check. It's just 2 rolls, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just replacing the result.
But disadvantage is still one technically check.
Right.
Because it
Yeah,
replaces
that's
the
what I'm
whole
saying.
check.
That makes sense.
So you can. So what's your ruling on this?
As much as I would like to nerf the portent, I think it makes sense to just wipe the entire situation into the portent.
It is still important being used. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I only get 2 of those, and I'm burning my good one because I want to know. Okay, so 18 plus 9 plus 8. So 18 plus 17 is a number.
35.
I rolled a 35. What's his social security number?
There was
Show me this net.
there was a moment when you came to be what you are now.
Mhm.
Do you remember this moment when we were making up the character?
Mhm.
Okay. Same face.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait,
Okay.
Hold up. Details. I
How
can
much do
say
you want
one
me
word.
to? Yeah.
Okay, got you. That's who's on the bed?
That's the face on the talisman.
Ah, okay.
That's Jeremy.
Okay, yeah, that's Jeremy.
The face on the
Okay,
talisman.
Okay, word. Got you.
Okay. And I'll let you do with that what you will.
Is that what seemed super familiar about the situation? Just homeboy's face? Okay, bet. Definitely a werewolf.
Insight check.
Okay.
Make your deception check, Stunks.
9.
Oof.
I'm not good at insight. Hey,
I haven't rolled above a 10 all day on a
That's
D20.
16 plus 3, so a 19.
19. I don't know that Stonks is not convinced that Dodger's a werewolf. But
That's not
Stonks,
that ain't the conclusion
The
that you
face
drew from the
off. He was like, "That's
talisman."
not the conclusion." Then he goes,
but Stonks basically Stonks knows who the effigy is of, the little doll, the talisman. And it is significant. That person is significant to the creation of Stonks in his current form.
Dodger showed you a little doll. What's the little doll? You seem to be stuck on that for a little while.
All right, family meeting. Hold on.
"Family's not all here."
I know. I cast message and try to message the other 2 ding dongs and see if they're awake.
You're both
Hey,
here.
there's a dead body in Dodger's room. We're having a family meeting about why I'm a skeleton.
And that is where we'll pick up next episode.
I just cast message again and said, I didn't put it here.
All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Tune in next Thursday for whatever Stonks might say about why he's a skeleton. It sounds like it might be just a couple genuine answers, which I'm excited for. Yeah, this has been Windfall. Tune in Saturday for Void Scourge in Space with our fantastic Offbeat and the fantastic, the phenomenal, the exquisite Smallbird Lex. And then again on Tuesday for Terraform. We got all sorts of content. If you want to get caught up at all or even see some of the really crazy one-shots we've had, head over to YouTube, Jake and Feffers. A whole bunch of content coming down the line for Jake and Feffers if you want to join our community. We have the Discord. I'm Feffers. I'm the DM. And it's been my humble pleasure to DM for you guys. Let me throw it over to Luna.
Hi, I'm LunaWolfSpirit. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. In this section, Sia has got a job now. It's a little sus. Maybe she'll get some money out of it. Hopefully not some enemies. Is very conflicted now about that last message. A little concerned, but
We have one
it's
wild
okay.
cannon, but he's fine.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Put
It's
him
okay.
here.
Fine. We'll figure it out. It's a family meeting. It's okay.
All right, who's next?
Taco.
Pick someone else, Luna.
Yeah.
No, we're good. The
Okay.
robot was screaming into the void. I don't know. I didn't say anything. I guess Jenna must have said something, and then the robot started screaming about when our alarms are scheduled to go off. Anyways, hi, I'm Taco. I play Stonks, the skeleton. What are we doing? What did we do today?
Outros.
Outros?
You blew up a meth lab.
I blew up a meth lab. We got out alive. The innocents got out alive. Everyone calm down. I have a testicle to harvest from Jeremy.
Oh.
Gonna make Yester get it though, and then that part of the contract will be fulfilled.
Character progress. Nice.
Yeah, we're going places. Yeah, I expect the family meeting will be forthright. I don't think Stonks is one for secrets, especially with how long he's existed. I think he's like over it. Because like I'm playing a creature that basically exists outside of time. Like I'm playing a Necron. If you're familiar with 40K, like I am eternal. The pauses in my conversation last 3 hours and I don't realize it. Like
Is it just associating? We can't tell. He has no face.
so it's gonna be big brain time come next week, and it's the beginning of next episode is gonna be that meme of the guy with all the shit on the wall when he was going through the mail and all the lines connecting everything.
Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've never seen It's Always Sunny. I'm uncultured.
Me neither, actually.
And though.
Well, Offbeat, tell us about It's Always Sunny.
So basically it's a story where everyone is terrible and they live in Philadelphia, but they desperately try to be good people. They all work at a bar. A really funny episode is when they all accidentally, they all quit drinking for a bit because like we're gonna be good people because there's a pandemic. Ironically, came out during the pandemic, I think anyway, or maybe it came out earlier. Either way, they all like we gotta stop. And then they're like, oh God, this is terrible. I feel like I'm sick. And they all lock themselves in the bathrooms. And then they quickly realize that they're not actually sick. At the end of the episode, they realize they're just all going through withdrawal because they're all terrible. Because they spend all day at a bar and they drink all day because their friend works at a bar and they got free drinks. And they're like, oh, we just went through withdrawal. Okay, cool. And It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's the general vibe. Also, Danny DeVito's in it and is the trash man and just throws garbage everywhere. It's great. He also covered himself in Cover himself in antiseptic hand sanitizer to clean himself and give himself alcohol poisoning this way in that very episode because he wanted to be clean. I've been playing Esther Hawthorne. Thank you all so much for watching. I assisted in the blowing up of the meth lab by being there, and I'm a witness. And then we freed people from hostage situation. Yester actually did a good job of taking care of a hostage situation. He actually did it, which was surprising. I was really concerned Little Purple was just gonna go blam and kill.
Me too, honestly. I was like, I don't know how they're getting out of this, but I'm excited to see him do it.
It was great. And then we ordered way too much food.
Yeah.
Dodger, talk about it.
So Jake, find me on TikTok and Instagram. I played Dodger. I didn't realize he was chaotic good until this episode, but he's definitely chaotic good. Because he just shot like a mob boss type deal. So just so you guys know, the sleight of hand check was him paying for the food and leaving like a huge tip, which is why it's even more hilarious that you guys went back and like did work in the back room and did dishes after it was already paid for. But so he's chaotic good, but he's got a heart of gold. So, it might be a werewolf. We don't know. Next week,
He might be.
he's actually a werewolf. Bolting. Jared, go
Wait. Talk about the stuff
What?
you're up to. Talk about the stuff you're up to.
Summertime Lord of the Rings campaign will be happening. So
During he'll be DMing one of our summer series, or GMing technically.
LMing, I'll be a lore master. Excuse me.
Ooh.
They have terminology. It's fancy. But yeah, so come by in the summertime, or just stick around with us the entire time until then. Do what you will. I don't know. I can't tell you to live your life. Jared.
Speaking of live your life, everybody deserves to crash an Outback every once in a while. You know? It really is something you have to do at least once in your life, even if it's fake. It's pretty great.
Thoughts on how everything went? Thoughts on your character's headspace? We've done this a couple times.
Yes. I'm just trying to follow up naked skeletons and Outback Steakhouse and freaking coffee shop ninjas, and it's man, what a time we've had tonight. I don't have anything else to say.
All right, Luna.
Already gone.
First, I was the last.
You're right. Okay. Everyone pile into this raid. We're gonna go kick it with the Barrel Tavern. I don't remember their exact names off the top of my head, and I feel bad about it. But everyone pile in there. I'm gonna be DMing with them at the Convergence with Quincy, so I'm really excited. And this is a phenomenal duo of creators. You should absolutely give them a follow. 10 out of 10. All right, bye-bye. Everyone say bye obnoxiously.
Bye.
Now come back now.